while I do this because I'm hungry, guys. Like, and this is one of the things I do want to mention. This is like one of my more like healthier snacks. These are just freeze dried mangoes. Literally the only ingredient in this, guys, is mangoes. And it's just pure carbs. But it's one of the things I eat when I want a snack, but I want something that's not like too filling. But this is really good. But let me get started. I'm gonna also try and not use so many filler words like I always do, like but, so, and whatever. Uh, Hi guys, I am Anushka. I also go by Eternal Honesty. If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please make sure to go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss whenever I post. Every once in a while, I do like to do lives as well. But for today, I want to really talk about my fitness journey, healthy eating. If you guys have seen one of my more recent videos, I think it was in my life update one, I was talking about how I'm changing a lot of my eating habits because I have GERD. So GERD is a acid reflux disorder. Basically, it's something that cannot really be cured. It's something that I'm going to be dealing with for the rest of my life. The options to deal with GERD mainly are go on medication. So usually it's PPIs, which stands for proton pump inhibitors. They're just a type of pill that you can take, or you have to do a lot of lifestyle changes. So, like, figure out what your triggers are, what's triggering your acid reflux, and limiting eating those things or just cutting them out completely. But first, I do want to talk more about like fitness. If you guys have been following me over the years, this is something that I am very big on. I'm big on working out, being active, and it's something that I do truly like to incorporate in my own personal life. I did take a break from the gym though back in, I want to say like October, November of last year. I did take a break from like heavy lifting and working out because I was experiencing a lot of joint pains. And if one thing about me, I do have joint pains. So working out, I need to be very conscious of making sure I'm doing the right form, making sure I'm not putting too much weight on the machines or just trying to lift anything that's too heavy, because it will only cause me to be in more pain and cause my joints to hurt more, right? So I realized at that point, like, you know what, maybe I just need to take a break from the gym. Maybe I've been going too hard, and that's what's causing my joints to act up. And during that time, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely gained a good amount of weight. I was like less than 10 pounds, but I was surprised at one point when, like, I think around November, I was making a TikTok and I looked back at the video and I looked at myself, and I really looked at myself and I was like, whoa, my stomach looked big. I was like, yo, I've never seen my stomach look this big in a long time, or if ever, to be quite honest. And I was just like, no, we need to start back in the gym. And at the time, I was in school still. I, I was still in school. I was finishing up my last prereq, but I was like, come the new year, I'm gonna start back. And the reason why it also took me a while to like even start back was I wanted to go to the doctor about my joint pain and hear back what was going on to see if it was the working out that might have been causing it. I did go to the doctor. They couldn't really give me an answer. I don't have arthritis. We've done a lot of like testings, but they really couldn't give me a definitive answer as to what was causing my joint pain or why I'm having these joint pains. I still to this day don't know. I'm just like learning to mitigate it. But I did decide to start back come January, come the new year. Once I came back from vacation, have been going to the gym regularly. I will say I go to the gym anywhere from, I would say minimum is really like 3 on my worst weeks, but it's usually around 4 to 5 days of the week. I do go to the gym. I think there was one week I actually went 6 days, like literally 6 days in a row, like Monday to Saturday. And it was crazy, right? So I have been back in the gym. I've been seeing the results, and this is really to encourage anyone. You do not need to go full force, all out every single workout. That is something I do not recommend doing. And I say this because you're going to overwork your body, you're going to put so much stress, and then you're not going to want to go back the very next day. Because that's one thing with me. If I'm really, really sore, I'm not going to get up and go to the gym. I'm like, no, my body needs to rest. My body needs to recover from the workout. So be mindful of that. And I had a personal trainer, and I still kind of have a personal trainer. We'll get into that a little bit. But I will say, like, being consistent with the gym, you won't see the results immediately, but you will start to feel the difference in your body. Like, I will 100% say, like, I could feel that in my body. I felt lighter, right? Like, as if, I don't know how else to describe it. I just felt lighter, as if the weight is coming off my body. Before, I was really seeing it on the scale. And I don't like to go based off the scale. I like to go based off of how I look and how I feel. So my thing is, I've stopped really trying to have a goal weight. There is no goal weight for me. It's how I look in the mirror. I want to look a certain way when I look at myself in the mirror, right? So that's what matters to me. Everyone has different fitness goals, but you need to know what your fitness goals are for yourself. I know for me, it's a certain look that I'm going for, and just overall like health and wellness, because I have like people in my family who do have like heart problems. I also technically do have a heart condition. So heart health is important to me. So I do like to make sure I'm getting my cardio in, right? And one of the benefits of working out is you are keeping your heart healthy by working out. So that is one of my things that I've been doing when deciding how I do my workouts, what I want to do. Now, for the actual workouts, I will say I do like to do a split. So I like to do upper body one day, lower body the next, and then maybe like a core day, because usually when I do upper body, it's more like back and chest and shoulders focus, not really like my core, my abs. But I do like to still have like at least one day that I do abs. The way my old trainer used to set up my workouts, I did not like. I was not a fan of too much. And I'll actually drop that workout in the description box, just in case anyone's interested in seeing like what my workouts look like. He would give me an entire full body workout and want me to do it every single day. The way I would then do it, I would split that workout into like half. So half I'll do one day, half I'll do the other day, and rotate out for the week. And because I was working on mainly 5 days a week, I would do like 2 lower body days, 2 upper body days, and then Wednesdays I normally am training with my trainer. So whatever Wednesday is, I would always do whatever he tells me to do. So it can be like I'm doing an extra leg day because he wants me to do leg. I'm doing a full body day because he's doing full body. We're doing a core day because that's what he decided. Literally, I kind of had no say in that. And one of the reasons why I left and no longer work with that trainer is because I felt he was not listening to my concerns when I would bring them to him. I would tell him, like, I have joint pain, so there's certain exercises, certain moves I cannot do. There's certain weight I felt like I couldn't lift because it will put pressure on my body. And when I say joint pain, guys, I mean like almost damn near every single joint in my body. Like my wrists, my knees, literally my elbows at times were hurting, my ankles, and I had knee surgery on my left knee 2 years now, I think. So that I know I'm probably going to always have issues with because of that, right? And now my right knee is also acting up and becoming more problematic. So there's that. So I already know I have like knee pain, joint pains with my knees, with my ankles, both of them, not just one, both ankles, both knees. For my wrist is more so my left wrist than my right wrist. Like my shoulders, not really. My elbow, like the elbow, like you know what I mean? It's so random. I'm surprised I don't really have like hip pain, and thank the Lord God for that. But these are my things, like, right? And now I have started working with a new trainer. And with him, I have had less pain because I feel like he actually listens to my concern and take that into consideration. And he also is more considerate of the fact that I'm like, I don't want to do high intensity workouts 5 days a week. I don't want to. I kind of refuse to, guys, like, because I don't think it's good for my body, especially the fact that I have a lot of joint pains. It's not beneficial for me because then I'm not going to want to work out. So literally doing lower intensity workout, but with being very consistent with it, you will see the result, because that's what I've been doing. I have been working out for years, and even though like my weight, because my goal is not really to lose weight, my weight doesn't drop a lot, but I've seen like the difference in my strength in being able to lift heavier. Like I have seen the progression, because I remember post knee surgery, they told me you can't be squatting, like doing like crazy RDLs anymore because of the knee. And I've worked my way up to, I think the last time I was at the gym, I squatted around 155 without counting the bar, because it was barbell squats. And that's like the heaviest I've squatted post having my knee. And that's pretty much back to like my PR before my knee surgery, right? So I'm telling you, it's still possible to like become stronger without really having to like compromise and like say, oh, I need to lose all this weight. I'm not trying to lose weight. I want to pretty much stay my weight, maybe gain a couple pounds of muscle mass. But this is all to say, like, it has been a crazy, 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 crazy ride with my fitness. But this year alone, I've seen the big difference from like January to now in terms of like me being consistent. I don't know how I've just been super consistent. It might also be the fact that I'm not in school anymore, so I have more time. I only work part-time. But one of my tips I would say for being consistent in the gym is I go first thing in the morning. I literally wake up, take a couple of minutes to like, really wake up, put my clothes on and go. Like, brush my teeth, wash my face, all of that stuff, and just go to the gym. Like, it's really helps that it's the first thing I'm doing. Another thing that helped me is having a gym that's closer to my house. I used to go to Planet Fitness a while back. I switched to Crunch Fitness, which is a lot closer to my house. It's like 10 minutes driving, and they have a parking lot. So that was the thing with Planet Fitness. They didn't have a parking lot, so I would also have to struggle to find street parking, and it was just crazy in that area because it's a very highly commercialized area. Where I go now, it's closer and they have a parking lot, so it makes it a lot easier. So I have a lot less obstacles in my way preventing me from going, right? So if that's what you need to do, you need to find a gym that's closer to you. You need to find a gym that's easily accessible, have like better hours, like whatever the case may be, that's like hindering you from going. You need to find that gym. But that's what I think has been helping, is the fact that it's so close. It's literally 10 minutes from my house. Like, I can't really not go. And sometimes I don't go. Yesterday I didn't go, but that's because I was still getting over being sick. Still not 100% better. I'm feeling a lot better though compared to last week. And I don't want to really fall off with my consistency. So I'm pushing myself to go for the remainder of this week. I went Monday, today, Wednesday, and I'm going to go Thursday and Friday. So I'm just skipping I just skipped Tuesday. But those are some of the things I would say help me. In terms of like what I like to do when I'm working out, I feel like I like to do a lot of different things. Like it's where like I like doing squats, like whether it's goblet squats, the barbell squats, hack squats, like you can do all these variations, guys. And so I prefer leg day. I prefer lower body to upper body, and my lower body is a lot stronger than my upper body. But you still need to train every single part of your body because if you want to do super heavy squats, you still need to be able to lift that bar, to lift that weight, to put it onto your back, right? Or you need to be able to hold that dumbbell if you're doing goblet squats. So you still need to train your upper body to be strong to work out your lower body. And that's one thing I realized and was like, oh, I actually need to train my upper body a lot more. But that's it. My fitness goal, like I said, is really a look. And that look is like, I'm very pear shaped as is. I like my pear shapedness, whatever. But I do want to build out my back a little bit to have that cinched in waist illusion more. That's been going great. I do enjoy back workouts. The back has been doing what it needs to do, to be honest. I feel like my focus area now is really like my stomach. My stomach is my biggest issue. And like I said, I'm pear shaped. So literally majority of my weight in my body is below my waist. So like my lower stomach, my hips, my butt. That's where all my weight sits. And if I lose weight, I lose it in my lower stomach, but I also lose my butt and my thighs. And if I gain weight, I gain it in my lower stomach, my hips, my butt, and my thighs. So it's like there's no real winning with that. I feel like I honestly think like no matter what, just because of my genetics, I'm always going to have like a little belly. Like really and truly, I feel like I'm always just gonna have a little belly because of just the way like my body naturally is shaped already. Like that's how it's shaped. Like there's nothing I can do about it. What I am trying to do now instead of like working out, because working out is a good part of how you can change how your body looks, but the other way is your diet. Now for dieting, I'm sorry guys, I'm actually really hungry. Okay, for dieting, well, I won't even say dieting, I would just say how I eat, my eating habits. I do go for more high protein. I do have more high protein diet. And the ways I try to get more protein in is I eat like tuna, like canned tuna. I like to make it in different ways, just like a tuna salad, put some mayo, salt and pepper, onions, and eat it with some crackers, eat it with a bagel, eat it with bread, right? Yesterday I made like tuna cakes, which that's also another way to eat it, with some soy sauce and sriracha as like a dip in. It was delicious. And tuna is very high in protein. It can be about like 19 to 25 grams of protein per can, depending on the one you get, which is what I've noticed. The one in oil versus the one in water, there is a discrepancy in the amount of protein and the amount of fat. The one in oil contains more fat because it's in oil. The one in water is a lot better, which I've switched to because the one in oil triggers my GERD, I've realized, because of the fattiness of it. It does trigger my GERD, my acid reflux. So I've switched to the one in water. So that's one way I have more protein. I do have protein powder. I use the Isopure 100 Dynamite, like the gourmet vanilla flavor. I will link it down in the description because I don't think I linked it. But that's one thing that I use. I make protein smoothies. One thing I've been doing lately, and I actually love it, is doing like what's it called, a yogurt parfait, where I mix my protein powder with like plain vanilla Greek yogurt. So mix that together. Like it sounds weird, but honestly it doesn't taste too bad. And then I add like fruits and granola to it. It's basically what you would just do with your normal yogurt, adding the granola and fruits. on it, but I like to add in the protein powder because it makes it a lot higher in protein. So with that, I get like around, my macros are around like 40 grams of protein, around also like 35 to 40 grams of carbs, and little to no fat. Like my fat with that is probably around like 10, I want to say. It's like super low in fat. So that's a great snack that I've been incorporating more into my diet then, like, you know, into my day-to-day life. So that's something I do. I do like to buy like snacks like these. Like I said, like this is just carbs, but it's like healthy carbs because it's straight fruit. I also do like to buy like little trail mix packets, which it's another thing that's healthy. You're like, peanuts and nuts are great for healthy fats. So would recommend doing something like that. I also buy egg whites to use. I buy like chicken sausage because chicken sausage are a great source of protein, and they're also very low in fat. If I can find the one I buy and link it, I'll do that. But I normally go to like Stop and Shop. That's literally the grocery store I shop at for all my snacks. So they have these particular ones where it's like chicken and it has like Gouda cheese, like melted cheese in it already. That's so good. So I'll do an egg white with my sausage for breakfast. Sometimes I'll add in cheese. Lately I haven't been adding cheese because of like the acid reflux. Too much fat triggers my acid reflux, and cheese is very fatty. As much as it does have good protein, it is very fatty. So I try not to do that anymore, but you guys can if you don't have GERD like I do. So you can even add in some cheese to get a little bit more protein. You're also going to be adding back a little bit more fat with that though, and that's something that it's like a healthier breakfast because egg whites is just protein. There's no fat to it. And then the sausage is about like 13 grams of protein, 8 grams of fat. Yes, I do memorize the macro of like most of my commonly eaten things. So that's really good. So you're only getting like 8 grams of fat. And I normally do like 2 servings or 3 servings of my egg whites. So that's over like close to 30, over 30 grams of protein right there, and only 8 grams of fat. And with breakfast, I'll maybe add like a slice of bread, or I'll have a piece of fruit to get some carbs in for the day. Or even sometimes I'll have a waffle because waffles are not too bad. But yeah, I'll have like something like that to have like some carbs for breakfast. But yes, those are like things that I have been doing, and it helps because trust me, you want to add as many snacks throughout your days that you are trying to get more protein, because really and truly, as a society, most people are probably not having enough protein in their diets. We typically tend to have eat way more fat than we should, then, and also than we really realize. And then we also typically have way more carbs than we realize as well. This is why like people will say like, oh, I'm being healthy, I'm only eating salads. Salads are very high in carbs, and not necessarily that's a bad thing, but like there there's also a limit as to how much carbs you should have in your day. And also like protein is important too. You need protein. You can't just be eating salads all day. And the last thing, if you're putting a lot of salad dressing, it negates the fact that you're eating the salad, because salad dressings are very fatty. Like they're super fatty. So like you having a salad and you're just gonna douse it in salad dressing, it's pointless. It really is. I'm not gonna hold you guys. That's such a pointless thing. I genuinely do not put salad dressings on my salad. I will eat it like that or put very light dressing, like not a lot if I'm doing that. So that's something to be mindful of. Um, let's see, what else do I eat? Like I feel like I eat a lot of like things. Oh, I also buy like, oh, Greek yogurt. Like I mentioned, I mix that in. Greek yogurt is also another really good thing. You can buy different brands. I'm very particular about the brand of Greek yogurt that I like because I've tried other brands and it just, I don't like the taste, the texture, the aftertaste it leaves in my mouth. So I'm particular with my brand. But once again, that's me. Y'all can try different brands and see which one works for you. I also like to get like Outshine fruit bars. That's like my dessert. So anytime I want something that's on the sweeter side, I'm like feeling for something sweet, I'll have one of those. They're very good. They're low in calories and it's just carbs. And they're just tasty, right? I like the strawberry and the mango flavor. Those are the only flavors I get. This is another thing about me. I'm super basic in my taste. Like, I literally only get like 3 different flavors of Greek yogurt: banana cream, strawberry banana, strawberry. That's it. When I make my smoothies, I prefer to either do strawberry banana smoothies or just banana smoothie. That is it, guys. Um, so when I say I'm very particular, and you would think I would get tired of it, I don't. But that's just me. That's just me. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, figure out what works best for you, what you like. But I know what I like, and I'm gonna stick to it, right? So that's like eating. I also buy like Sargento like snack breaks. I like to get the, it's like a cracker basically and cheese, or like the trail mix one with cheese. Those are the ones I usually get. They have a lot of different options. I like to play around, but I do like to try and get the ones that's lower in fat and have a good amount of protein. They're not like crazy high in protein, but they're like one of my little snacks I'll have throughout the day. Now, I will say, because of my GERD, right, I have been very, my diet has had to get a little bit more restricted. I'm trying to have less dairy because dairy is triggering for me. Um, so that means like limited the amount of cheese I can have. Also, I've realized anything that's enriched flour is also very triggering for my stomach. It triggers my acid reflux like pretty bad. Like I can't really have like bagels and croissants like that anymore. Definitely like not anything with a lot of cream cheese, a lot of mayo, a lot of butter. Those things are highly, 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 highly triggering for my acid reflux. So I have to limit that. Like I still have it, but just like tone it down. What else? I can't have anything. I can't have spicy food anymore. And if you guys aren't aware, I am Jamaican. I was born in Jamaica. My whole family's Jamaican. So that is very like hard for me. It was hard. It was a hard adjustment to make. I was very resistant when I first found out I had GERD, and I did not want to follow, and I was still eating things that were really spicy, and I would get crazy acid reflux. And I've learned my lesson to not do that, because really and truly it's only wearing away at my stomach lining and it has made me a lot more sensitive and more prone to getting acid reflux flare-ups and like GERD flare-ups in general, to the point now like literally I eat something that's a trigger and I'm triggered for like the rest of the entire day. And one thing with GERD, it does not get better over time. Like you might have less flare ups of it, but it doesn't truly go away. And this is just a complete like lifestyle change I'm gonna have to do. I had to give up alcohol. Alcohol is very, very acidic. Anything that's really acidic is going to most likely trigger your GERD. So I had to give up alcohol. I had to give up spicy food for those reasons. I also can't eat like anything that's just like acidic, like tomatoes. I can eat it, but like not a lot of it. I can't eat red sauce, like pasta sauce or marinara sauce, like pizza. I can only have like 1 slice or max like 2 slices of pizza. That's sad. In my opinion, as someone who eats a lot, that was a hard one, like giving up like red sauce. And I love pasta. I love Italian food like so much. Italian food is like my second favorite type of food. So like the fact that I can't really have like red sauce like that anymore is crazy. I did find a brand of like marinara pasta sauce that actually is, says it's gut friendly, and I've actually bought it 2 times now, and it's actually pretty easy on my stomach. It did not trigger my acid reflux. So I will definitely be trying to look for more things like that for sure. But Anything that's super acidic, it's triggering. That also means like I can't really have like onions. How about pesto? No, pesto is like this. I don't really have pesto a lot, but it's like the same concept. It is pretty acidic, so I couldn't have it. Like it's such a hard adjustment to make, especially when you love something. Giving it up isn't easy. Like I had to give up like croissants as well because anything that's really carby and rich flour, yeah, that's also triggering. I'm like, it's wild. I can't have like milk. Granted, I'm not a big milk drinker on the regular, so that was an easy ask for me. Anything with like a lot of onions, garlic, can't do it. Just cannot. And I'm like, what is life? What is going on? But these are like the things that I've been changing about my diet. I feel like literally because of not drinking alcohol anymore, I'm definitely probably gonna lose some pounds for sure. Because I was a not like a heavy drinker, but I definitely would enjoy a drink or two when I go out with friends. Obviously, like a birthday party, a party. Like I had like two events back to back. I had a birthday brunch and then my mom's 50th birthday party. Everybody was drinking. People were doing bottomless brunch, and I'm there with my water, like sipping. I'm like cheersing them, doing while they're chugging, throwing back mimosa, sangria, and I'm there like, yeah, I got this nice water, guys. Like it's really just a lifestyle change, and I feel like it's going to in the long run like really help me be better and like achieve some of my fitness goals because it is limiting like certain things. Starter mocktails. I really thought about like, oh, maybe I should just do mocktails, but like I feel like I'm not even a big fan of like things like that because I don't drink juice and stuff outside of like when I'm having alcohol. So I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, I'll just drop some weight from it. To be honest, I'll be good. But it is a change. It's an adjustment because like you go out with friends and like I'm still kind of young. I'm 27, like and all my friends for the most part are big drinkers. So I'm in a setting, and literally when I went out with my friend group and like her friends, and I said I wasn't drinking, everybody was like, "Why aren't you drinking?" And I was just like, "Gird." That's it. That's literally my response. I'm like, it's not even like I don't want to drink. It's like I have a health condition that's triggered by me drinking. So it's not like, oh, I don't like alcohol or I never drink alcohol. Like, no. And I'm not like trying to be like, oh, I'm better than you guys because I'm not drinking. It's not even that. It's literally if I drink, I'm going to have acid reflux and then I can't eat like for the rest of the day or for like the next like 4 to 5 hours. And that's not fun. And it's such an uncomfortable feeling. I don't know if anyone's really experienced acid reflux like a lot, but like sometimes if I drink it, it's like I feel it in my chest like heartburn, or I just feel it like an uncomfortable pressure in my stomach, and it's not pleasant at all. Especially if you're hungry. Like if you eat something and you're triggered and you didn't even get to finish and you're hungry, like it's not fun. But I'm really gonna end it. Oh, actually, before I end it, I did want to talk, going back to like my fitness journey, about like some things that I'm incorporating more now into my working out stuff. Is definitely jump roping is one of the newer things that I've incorporated, and it's a lot of fun. I forgot how much fun jump roping is, and it's like one of the things I did when I was a kid and like enjoyed, but as I got older, I just stopped. Also, I do have bad knees, but the jumping rope isn't too bad on my knees, and I'm learning to do all these different footworks, right? Yeah. I don't know if you saw me last time I was at the gym with you, Monique, like me trying to like get one of like the footwork tricks that I'm trying to do, but no, it's like a lot of fun, and it's one of the better ways to burn like calories. So definitely would recommend. I did drop a link in the description box to the jump rope I got. I also am starting to do some more like resistant band work, which that will be interesting because I haven't really done a lot of stuff with resistance band like in recent years. But my new trainer, he likes those type of things, and that's what he's having me do. And honestly, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah. But it's like really and truly, I need to just be really consistent, and I want to stay consistent with my working out. I think I will be consistent up until I start back school in the fall. So I need to just be on my grind, especially because summer is coming and I'm going on vacation. I got my vacations. Well, one of my vacations is fully booked. The other one I need to like get on that. But I have like 2 trips planned for the summer, like one in July, one in August. So I need to make sure I look the way I want to look by that time. And we're going to get there, guys. We are going to get there. I might post some fitness content. I don't really like recording when I'm in the gym just because like I just like to be in and out. I just like to get my workout done, not really be bothered or distracted by like what's going on. But if you guys are interested in seeing exactly what I do in the gym or get like different ideas, let me know. Like I said, I will drop like what my workout program is looking like right now in the description box so you guys can see exactly what I am doing. And it's interesting. It really is interesting because some of the workouts that my trainer gave me, I'm like here googling it cuz I never heard of it. Like today I saw reverse plank. I'm like, what the hell is a reverse plank? And I had to Google it and see what it was. And it was an interesting thing. I did not enjoy it. I will say that. I did not. But as always, I do thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.